Welcome to the Dan Sports Tips Daily Fantasy Euro 2016 show, looking at daily fantasy games on DraftKings today. For those of you that haven't signed up with DraftKings yet, I will put a link in the description for this video that will enable you to click through and sign up straight away. You'll have everything you need there. What we're looking to do is construct a roster of a goalkeeper, 2 defenders, 2 midfielders, 2 forwards and 1 utility player who cannot be a goalkeeper using our $50,000 budget. Points are scored as follows. And I'm going to start today looking at the goalkeepers. Cyprian Tatarusanu, I think is how we say it, of Romania is 4,500. The Romanians are a solid defensive team. They conceded 2 goals in 10 qualifiers for this tournament. And now that the opener with the hosts France is out the way, the business of qualification for the next stage begins for the Romanians. The argument can be made that the Swiss had more creativity in midfield in this game, so there should be some save opportunities for the Fiorentina man, as the Swiss could well create some chances here. But with the lack of a truly world-class striker in the Swiss team, there are also clean sheet and outside win possibilities for a valuable 5 points as well. He is the goalkeeper I'm going to be looking to use in pretty much all of my lineups today, because I think he offers the most upside. With defenders, we pretty much have to start with where we went in the first round of games. Ricardo Rodriguez of the Swiss team, he's 5,700. His price has gone up substantially. The Wolfsburg fullback did show in the opener against the Albanians that he loves to go forward and support the attacking movement that the Swiss have on the wing and fire crosses into the box. As organised as the Romanians are defensively, they do also lack for goals in their team. A clean sheet is a possibility here for the Swiss and Rodriguez in a game where 0-0 would be no shock to me. Rodriguez is the most expensive defender today, but he probably gives you the most complete opportunities for points because he gets forward more than most, and obviously has all the defensive side of things, as well as taking set pieces for the Swiss team. Also with defenders, El Said Haisaj of Albania for 4,200. The Napoli man did have a solid game in the opener, as Albania did taste defeat. The Albanians are a solid defensive team. They will need to be against France today. Haisaj does like to get forward from wide and support the attacks, and while there could be limited opportunities going forward for Albania in this game, with no penalties for goals conceded if they do get overrun, Haisaj is one of the Albanian stars, and he's a solid play because he will be involved on the counter-attack as they go forward, as well as defensive points that he can score, as they probably will see a lot of possession. There will be chances for tackles and interceptions for Haisaj to add to his points tally today. And Bakary Sagna of France for 5,200. The wide defensive Man City man will in all likelihood have plenty of opportunity to get forward in this game and support the French attacking play out wide against an Albanian side that will be set up to defend. He isn't a goal threat, as evidenced by the fact he has failed to find the net in 56 appearances for the French team, but there are strong clean sheet chances, and as I say, he will be bombing down the flank and supporting the French attacks as they put the ball in the box for Giroud to get on the end of. For midfielders today, Dimitri Payet of France, he's 10,300. He excelled for West Ham this season in the Premier League, and he's continued that fantastic form through the first game of this tournament, adding a goal for good measure. He is involved for set pieces, as we saw in the opener, and the French are likely to dominate the game against a well-organised Albanian team, so I'd imagine there's going to be plenty of opportunity for Payet to be involved in French forward play, stamp his influence on the game and get forward to support Giroud up top. Marek Hamsik of Slovakia for 8,800. The Napoli attacking midfielder scored 5 goals in 10 qualifiers. He's a jewel in the crown of a somewhat underrated Slovakian team. I thought they were unlucky to lose to Wales, and with England still to play, they've got to put everything into getting a result against a Russian team that is potentially the weakest in this group and advance to the knockout stage of the tournament. Hamsik will be involved in everything they do going forward and is a set-piece taker as well. Zerdan Shaqiri of Switzerland for 8,300. The Stoke man is the creative force for the Swiss in the middle of the field, playing off the striker. He offers plenty of upside here because he's involved at free kicks, and potential Swiss midfield superiority would also allow him to influence the game greatly. He top scored for the Swiss in qualification with 4 goals in 9 games, and he will be the key to everything the Swiss do in the attacking third of the field. Paul Pogba of France for 7,400. The Juventus powerhouse is one of the better players in these championships in a game where he should have freedom to go forward from midfield. The maestro who found the net 8 times for Juventus this season will have the opportunity, I think, to add to his tally of 5 goals for the national team in a game that the French are expected to dominate at home. Emir Lenjani of Albania for 4,600. While there are likely to be limited opportunities for the Albanians against the French, set pieces are an area where the French have struggled in recent history, and the Nantes-wide man will be involved in all likelihood in all set pieces, thus for giving him potential to score easy crosses points. And also, if the Albanians are going to nick a goal in this game, then, you know, he could well be the provider of the assist from a set piece. Nicolae Stanciu of Romania for 5,100. The playmaker from Steaua Bucharest will likely be in behind the lone striker Andoni and look to dictate what the Romanians do going forward. He will be involved with set pieces as well. He scored 3 goals in 4 international appearances off the back of a solid season in Romania. Today's the day that Romania arrive in this tournament. I think they're going to play very well today, and he will be key to what they do. And Robert Mak of Slovakia for 6,400. I don't know if it's Mac or Match, to be perfectly honest. It's spelt with a K. He's a key set piece taker for the Slovakian team alongside Hamsic. Max should have the opportunities from wide positions to fire plenty of crosses in the box in what is going to be a do-or-die game for the Slovakian team today. He plays for PAOK Salonika in Greece. He scored twice in qualification, so he can weigh in with the odd goal as well. For our forwards today, I think we have to start with Olivier Giroud of France for 10,200. The Arsenal man, often criticised for missing the simple chances and scoring somewhat more outrageous goals. He needs more opportunities to score than most strikers at this level. Certainly more so than I would usually be comfortable committing to at the cost of having Giroud in your lineups today. But it's a game against Albania. Albania, as I keep saying, will set up to be well organised at the back and to defend and hope to nick one on the break. That should give Giroud plenty of opportunities, which is what he usually needs to get a goal. If the service is provided to him. Now, looking at the French midfield, there is no reason why he won't get quality service. It is one of the better midfield units in the tournament, and it should be good enough to get the ball to him. Giroud should have opportunities to score today. Certainly, if the French don't win this game, it's likely to be because Giroud is the villain of the piece. The Russian forward Artem Zayuba for 8,900. He netted a goal a game in qualification. He is the clear number 1 for the Russians, despite going missing in the England game because Dzagoyev is injured. The Russians will certainly be hoping to go one better against the Slovakians than they did with their late equaliser in a game which England, quite frankly, dominated for large portions in the first game. With a game against Wales left to come as well for the Russians, they'll probably be targeted where they have to target getting something here as well, I think, because they're going to want at least a draw and another draw and hope that that'll be enough, which it probably would be, I think. And my final striker today is Florian Andoni of Romania for 5,000. We're going to need to find some cheap players if we want to pay up for the likes of Dimitri Payet, Olivier Giroud, Ricardo Rodriguez. There's no way to fit them all in without having some cheaper players. Andoni, he's going to be probably the lone man up front for the Romanians, who do not score a lot of goals. If they do, it will likely be from this man or from Stanciu, the number 10, the playmaker. Andoni's found the net in 20 occasions for Cordoba in the Spanish second division this year. The 23-year-old has scored once in 5 internationals so far. If the Romanians can break down what is a usually well-organised Swiss backline, then I think including Andoni gives you the freedom to add the more expensive players that you want to use today, either up front or in the midfield. That's what I've got for you today. I think they're 3 really good-looking games today. Can the French break down the Albanians? I think, as I say, Romania will turn up and certainly give the Swiss a first game up. And I think Russia-Slovakia is a really important game for both sides. And to be honest, I think the Slovakians could turn the Russians over today as well. It's going to be a good day of football. And then tomorrow we get England-Wales as well. That's what I've got for you today. Best of luck with your lineups. As I say, there is a link to enable you to sign up for DraftKings in the description for this video. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. Let me know what you think is going to happen today, the players you'll be using in your lineups in the comments section. Follow me on Twitter at dansports.tips. I'll be back tomorrow. See you later.